Everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video we are going to do another horse battle. We're gonna put two horses against each other and we want to see which one actually wins. So we're gonna put them through three very simple rounds and then we'll see which one actually comes out on top. So in this video we're actually going to do the Arabian versus the Thoroughbred. I'm using the Rose Grey Arabian and the Brindle Thoroughbred for this video. But first off, we're going to check the Arabian, as you can see. So this is the Rose Grey Arabian. I chose this one because this is the best Arabian that there is. But yeah, as you can see, pretty cool overall. You know, the Rose Grey is definitely not my favorite looking coat, but still it looks cool. So the Rose Grey Arabian is a superior type with elite handling, and his stats are 7 health, 7 stamina, 6 speed and 6 acceleration. And you can buy this at the Blackwater stable after Epilogue 1 for around $1,250. So overall, this is also one of the most expensive horses, but again, this one is also the only horse that has the superior type and the elite handling. So pretty cool overall, you know, definitely the handling is definitely the best in the whole game. So now let's go over to the Thoroughbred. As you can see, this is the Brindle one. So you can check the Brindle one out, or you can buy the Brindle one at the Strawberry stable after chapter 3 for around $450. And his stats are he's actually a race type with race handling, and his stats are 3 health, 3 stamina, 7 speed and 5 acceleration. So normally the Thoroughbred should be a little bit faster than the Arabian, because the Arabian only has 6 speed and the Thoroughbred has 7 speed. But everything else, the Arabian is definitely the superior of the horses, because I think there's probably one of the most stats in the game. Overall, the Brindle definitely my favorite of the two of them. The Brindle looks cool, you know, give it another coat or give it another tail color and a mane color, then definitely that can be a great horse. Or give it a mohawk or something like that. That's pretty cool overall with the Brindle. Definitely a horse to check out too if you like the faster horses, because this is also one of the fastest horses in the game. I think we only have 3 or 4 horses with the 7 speed, and this is one of them. Again, the other stats are not that great, but definitely compared to other horses, the 7 speed definitely comes in handy with the 5 acceleration. So I'll do round 101, and that's actually stamina. So we're going to test the horses out and we're going to see which one actually runs the fastest or runs the most without bucking me off. So normally that should be the Arabian, because the Arabian has 7 stamina and the Thoroughbred only has 3 stamina. Again, keep in mind you can definitely rank this up with your once the horse actually levels up and stuff like that. So we're pretty off a start, as you can see, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So as you can see, actually the Brindle or the Thoroughbred is already in a little bit of trouble. Again, the three stamina is not that great, definitely one of the worst staminas in the game, and that's why it doesn't go that far without actually getting tired already. I think we're a couple seconds away and it's already tired, which is not that great, but keep in mind you can level this up with your bonding levels once they actually level up as well. So right here you can see that the Brindle, all his stamina is full, so all his stamina is actually done already, is gone, everything is gone. He's only on his last couple of staminas left. I want to see how far it actually can take us without bucking us off. So as you can see, the Brindle is actually slowing down right here, as you can see, and he actually bugs me off right at this point, or tries to bug me off at least at this point. So he didn't do that great. He's actually worse than the other ones I actually already tested. Definitely go check them out as well. But you can see the Arabian still going very strong, still going without any problems. Here you can see his head a little bit tilting and a little bit hoping that he wants to stop, but we're gonna keep pressing the button until he actually tries to bug me off. So around here, this is actually the location the Missouri Fox Terrier bugged me off right here. So as you can see, he's still going further than that. So stamina definitely goes to the Arabian, also on the Brindle and also on the Thoroughbred. Actually of any horse I've tested already. As you can see, the Arabian slows down right here. and eventually he will try to buck me off around here. So definitely the Arabian won the first round with stamina. Overall, that was actually pretty far. Get it to level 4 and it goes much farther, so definitely, or much further actually, and definitely check that out. You know, definitely check the Arabian out. Pretty cool horse, only small and not that great in stableness. Let's see that out later on. But now speed, again, we're gonna put them to a very simple straight line. We're gonna see which one actually comes out on top. So normally the Brindles should win this round, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So as you can see, I put it in slow-mo right here. And I actually think the Arabian won. You can definitely check it later out, but I think the Arabian won by a little bit. Not too much, but I think the Arabian won. But you can definitely check it out as well. Put it in a more slow motion than it already was. So now stableness, we're going to shoot some rounds and we're going to see if he actually tries to move or if he actually tries to run away. So first shot, pretty decent. Every horse had the same movement with the first shot. So we got a couple of shots on already, and it doesn't move that much. So we're going to try him, and then once I get a couple more shots, it actually gets agitate a little bit more. So now let's take the repeater. And see, the first shot doesn't get him as agitated as much, but when you actually start firing a lot of rounds, you can definitely see him agitating a lot more than the one shot. So now let's go to the rifle and we'll see what happens. So that's pretty much around every horse, if you don't shoot as fast as possible, because right now I'm just shooting one bullet at a time, and then he's pretty okay, unless like you see a little bit faster, and then he definitely gets more agitated than all the other horses. And definitely with the shotgun, he definitely moves a lot more, and definitely his stableness is not that great, as you can see by the shotgun. As you can see, not that great, definitely better horses. So now we're gonna get on top of him and shoot a couple rounds. So I actually think he did really good, or not really good, but I definitely think he did better with the shots when you're on top of him than when you're standing next to him. So let's go to the repeater and we'll see what happens there. So overall, the repeater round, definitely a good round for the Arabian. As you can see, he doesn't move that much. He just stands there and lifts up his front two hooves. Pretty good round for the Arabian, unless you fire the round next to his ear and unless you fire pretty quickly. So now let's go to the Thoroughbred and we'll see what happens. As you can see, he moves a little but not too much, and when you actually give him a lot of gunfire next to each other or after each other, they don't move as much as the Arabian. Here you can see a little bit of agitating here. Overall, I think he did the first, or the pistol round, he definitely did better than the Arabian. So the repeater, I would say they are about the same stableness when you shoot the repeater. As you can see, maybe even the Brindle a little bit more itchy and scared to actually to get the gunfire, because the Arabian didn't move as much as the Brindle does right now when we actually shot the repeater. So now let's go to the rifle and let's see what happens. So I think he did a little bit better than the Arabian on the rifle round. Definitely the repeater round goes to the Arabian, because it was pretty stable. Well, not as stable as other breeds, but he didn't move that much than the Brindle does right now. But I think overall the Brindle still wins, although the repeater round was definitely not his greatest round, because the repeater was definitely up to the Arabian, because the Arabian did pretty well on the repeater round, while the Brindle didn't do as much or didn't move. Well, he actually moved quite a lot when the repeater rounds were fired. So let's see when we take actually the repeater on his back. We'll see what happens there. So I think actually they were on the same level of stableness, so I'm gonna tie this in even with the pistol round, and we're gonna see what happens when we actually get into some crocodiles. So first sight, the Arabian didn't buck me off right away, which was pretty good. I was actually surprised by this. So, you know, as you can see, I'm able to walk away from them. He doesn't buck me off right away, but eventually he will buck me off eventually right here. So first opinion was definitely great. He didn't move that much. He didn't buck me off immediately when I came close to the crocodiles. So definitely there is a chance for you to run away if you get into a crocodile you don't see, or there's a crocodile, you know, in front of you. You can definitely run away with the Arabian because he didn't buck me off the first time. But again, I try to go as close as possible, and then he will buck me off eventually. So right here you see I was able to move on, but then again he bucked me off. So I think the first contact is very important, because that's the main contact or main reason why you get bucked off or not. And I think the Arabian did very well on the first contact. He didn't buck me off right away, which was pretty decent. So as you can see, I was able to ride away, but then here he bucked me off once more. So overall the Arabian didn't do that great, but again the first contact was pretty good. So now let's go over to the Brindle or the Thoroughbred. So he did buck me off at the first contact, but I wasn't able to run away. As you can see, I tried to run away over there, but he just ran away anyway. So that wasn't a good round, but I'm gonna try it a couple more times and you will see what happens. So again, I tried to go closer. Over there is a crocodile, so I'm trying to go closer. Then, as you can see, I'm pretty close to the crocodile right here. I wasn't able to move actually, and then, you know, here I'm able to move back, but then again he won't let me move, and eventually he will buck me off. So that's the problem with the Thoroughbred. He comes close and then he doesn't let you move. Some people have suggested that maybe it's part of the horse. Some horses are better than other horses, so maybe if you have a brindle that is able to run over crocodiles without bucking you off, that's amazing. And it's kind of cool that if that actually is true, that people have different, or that every horse has a different temperament. That would be really amazing. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. And as you can see, the crocodile or the Thoroughbred actually bucks me off right away. So now let's go to the wolves and let's see what happens when the Arabian goes into the wolves. So as you can see, the wolves didn't come close enough actually, and he already was a little bit, he doesn't want to go any further. I was able to stand there for just a second and then he will buck me off right away, which I didn't think was too great, but again I was able to stand there for a second. So I tried to call him back. It did come back a little bit, but then he just rode away actually, and then he threw me off for no reason. I fell down. But yeah, the first contact wasn't too great because I was able to get shot, or I was able to actually fall off the horse, and he doesn't come back right away when I call him to. But yeah, not too great for the Arabian. So now let's go, and actually ended up dying right there, so that's why the video stopped. So let's go to the Brindle, and as you can see, the Brindle again bucks me off right away. So not good. I think the Arabian actually holds on a little bit longer. I think the Arabian holds on for like a second without bucking me off, while the Brindle actually bucked me off right away. But then again, here you can see he bucks me off right away again. And then I tried to call him back. He came back a little bit, but then the wolf got me first, and I tried to go on, but the wolf kept attacking me, and he actually ran away and didn't came back. And I actually ended up dying right here, so that wasn't too great. So I think both horses didn't do great. I would say the Arabian is maybe the better horse for stamina and stuff like that, but stableness, they're pretty much the same. Speed, pretty much the same. I think actually the Arabian won over speed than the Thoroughbred, but you can definitely check that out. So I think both horses aren't great on stableness. Again, the Arabian definitely wins on stamina, and speed, I would say, is a tie again. So overall, pretty cool. If you guys want to see more, then definitely like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully see you later. Bye.